I will start with the third chapter of the Book of Adabar called Drac Africanus, the history of the Firewalkers. I will give you a glimpse of the stories of the African dragons, wars of fire and blood, of indomitable warriors and ruthless queens. I will start with Engo, the fire warrior of the Sahara. The legend says there was a village at the end of the endless sands, and there lived an old lady named Basayo. Everyone in the village believed she was eternal, that she had lived for hundreds of years. She was the one who knew where to find the mighty warrior of desert, the powerful Engo. The legend claims that armies, kings, and tribes would go and beg for his help in wars. But first, they had to pass the test of the old lady. Basayo would hear the pledges, she would consider the gifts and offerings brought by the supplicants. And she would decide their fate. Either she would send them to Engo to bend the knee, or she would send them to the corner of death. A dark place in the desert where all warriors die by the rule of fire. They wouldn't know which way it was until they got there to meet their fate. But something happened 2 centuries ago. During a dark and windy night 10 riders arrived at the village and went straight into Basayo's tent. Their leader demanded her to take them to Engo. She refused and he slit her throat with a knife. Basayo ran away into the desert leaving a trace of blood. The 10 thieves followed her through the night. The villagers witnessed all these dreadful events. They saw the riders leave with their hands full of blood. However, they never saw them return. One of them ventured into the desert and found 10 dead horses and 10 burned bodies. They had all died by fire. A burning flame that only the mighty Engo could wield. He couldn't find any trace of Basayo. Years after the incident, stories of an old lady emerged across the region. She comes at night, walking from the desert, she speaks few words and goes away, like a ghost, like an immortal being. Some people have taken her words and ventured into the desert, some have returned claiming that they have found the mighty Engo. Others never came back.